Hey everybody, this is Minion Soldier, and no, this isn't a GTA Online video, this is actually a Star Citizen video. But we're gonna use GTA Online as an example of, because there's certain parallels in between the two games, and I kind of wanted to discuss that in this video. Now, one of the big, problems that people have is buying a ship, pledging and getting a ship, certainly some of the more exorbitant ships out there, some of them coming in over $1,000. Now, this right here is a Rhino tank in GTA Online. I own this, or as much as you really can own it in the game. I call up Pegasus. It costs me $200 every time I want to pull this out. I can use it as many times as I want. I can get it blown up as many times as I want, and I can just use it. And I can pull it out, as you can see, inside missions and use it to help complete missions. Now, originally to get this tank, it took quite a bit of grinding, a lot of mission running, a lot of knowing which missions to do, and a lot knowing sort of how certain missions, how certain events and missions were triggered, and manipulating that to cause the mission to end either early or to basically avoid certain more difficult portions of the mission and still be able to do the mission on hard, because you knew what triggered what, so you knew how to kind of play certain trigger events off of one another and get to a point where you could complete missions and earn sometimes 20, 25, $35,000 or more per mission completion, per legitimate mission completion, simply because you understood how the mission worked and you could manipulate that. And so in the end, you have an asset like this, the Rhino tank. Now, going back to Star Citizen, when you have ships like Reclaimers, Orions, Hull EC, whatever, Endeavor that's coming up, other ships like that, ships that are basically money makers in the Star Citizen universe. When you have these things and you have them up for LTI, that is really a key opportunity that, going into GTA Online here, I didn't have. I had to grind up to this thing. I had to get all the way up to level 70, and plus, while I was getting to level 70, I had to build up the money to earn it. Now, of course, when GTA launched, it was a crappy launch. They paid us all $500,000 of in-game money as a way of an apology. But by doing that and grinding my way up, I was able to earn the tank, which allowed me later to earn this, the Buzzard, and now which is allowing me to earn the Hydra. And the tank has been the vehicle to allow me to basically explore all those ambitions without having to spend my own money. That one vehicle has opened up all these things. I mean, I'm over halfway to the Hydra already, and I'm basically just doing what you see here, just flat out crushing missions with overpowered vehicles and then moving on to the next one and the next one and doing them all on hard mode. And this way, I'm not relying on other people in the game. I don't really have to wait. I can share it with my org if I want. I can get somebody to come in and sit in my helicopter and fire the missiles while I just concentrate on flying. Or I can just do this on my own. I have all kinds of possibilities and all kinds of options open to me. Now, normally, if I'm going to fly with somebody else, I get an org mate to do it. Someone from the Star Citizen universe who's also playing GTA Online, and I say, hey, do you want to come run missions with me for a while? Sure. And or sometimes I just do it on my own when I just kind of want to work on my own schedule and not have to be dependent on anybody else. But either way works. But that one vehicle, that tank, has been basically both really and metaphorically a vehicle that has allowed me to explore all these other ambitions in the game. This tank has opened up so many possibilities for me, much the same way an Orion or a Reclaimer or a Hull, whatever, an Endeavor, whatever ship you choose, can open up possibilities for you in Star Citizen. And what you're able to do is you're able to bypass, the whole leveling process, all of that. You're able to get what could be the equivalent of an endgame moneymaker right away on day one. So while other people are grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding to get to that vehicle, you're already in that vehicle. So you think about it. I mean, I can't remember how long it took me to earn this tank, but it was a fair amount of time. I think it took me about 3 weeks of playing on and off, here and there. I mean, realistically, I have a job, I have a mortgage, I can't, I just can't sit in front of the computer all day, even though sometimes I totally wish I could. But, I still have a realistic life and schedule, so I can't really just afford to grind away. But when you're talking about Star Citizen and being able to buy these ships right away, and that's what makes these ships so valuable. I mean, you think about it, 3 weeks of your time playing casually, you get all that time back, and now you're there. You've got that ship, you've got that foundation that allows you to build towards all your other ambitions in the game. And plus, if you get it on a concept sale, well, then you have it with LTI. So now you have it with lifetime insurance, which means no matter how, dire, no matter what dire straits you're in, no matter how desperate your situation, you're never going to lose that vehicle. It's always going to be there when you need it. It's always going to be ready to go. You're always going to be able to make money with it and do whatever you want with it. And just like this, you can take extraordinary chances with it, and it's always going to be there waiting for you. And that's why these vehicles, when some people look at them, they go, "Oh my God, a Reclaimer for $350," and so many people just go like, "Oh my God, that's ridiculous." Whereas other people, who've been playing video games for a long time would look at something like that and say, actually, it's not a bad deal because that avoids 3 weeks of grinding or a month of grinding or more. And I can just get down to the good part, which is the paydays. And that's really, in the end, I mean, some people will look at it and say, "Oh, that's my end game goal is the Reclaimer, the Orion, the this, the that." But those really aren't your end game goals. Your end game goals are, you want an Idris, you want this, you want that. You want to be able to have all the ships that you can possibly put in your hangar and, kit them all out and have them all fitted out. And with a ship like this is your vehicle to get that moving right away at the beginning. So when a lot of people kind of sit there and go, "Oh my God, this is nuts. This is crazy. Why are people doing this?" Because a lot of people look at, what their time is worth to them, and they look at vehicles like that and they just say, "You know what? Hell, I want to be done. I want to start. I want to hit the ground running on day one. I don't want to be sitting around waiting and trying to work my way from an Aurora to a 300 to a Hornet to a Cutlass to a Hull A to a Hull B to a Hull C. I don't want to have to grind through all that stuff. I just want to be there set so I can start building up my own personal armada, my own wealth, my own, bankroll that'll allow me to do whatever I want to do in game." And that's why these ships are so valuable, not because, there's strictly speaking an intrinsic value in that ship, like, oh, clearly this ship is X amount of pixels, or this ship is X amount of meters long, so therefore it's worth this much. No, it's not a statement of what the ship is worth. It's a statement of what your time is worth, and what your time is worth to you, because now you've removed that entire grind from your gameplay. I mean, think about it. If you picked up World of Warcraft and all of a sudden you said, "You know what, leveling up from whatever it is now, level 100 now? Leveling from level 1 to 100. Well, I mean, if you already kind of know how to play the game and you're just kind of, getting back into it and you want to start a new character, that leveling 1 to 100 can either be interesting or it can be pretty damn tedious when you just want to get to endgame and play with your friends. But what if you could just skip all that and get there decently geared and ready to go? And that's what this is. It's just skipping ahead. Using and then being able to use that one character to earn gold or whatever to fund all the other characters and set up all their gear and get all their gems and enchantments and whatever and whatnot. Or, if you play Star Wars The Old Republic and all of a sudden now you've got a bounty hunter that can make all the little cybertech mods for your gear. So now you can afford to level up every class very easily and just gear them out and just see all the storylines instead of just having to go to YouTube to watch someone else make a video of all the storylines. Now you get to play it out yourself. And it's that much easier because now you have that one character who's already there and ready and good to go and can support all your other characters. And so that's really where the value is in these ships. It's not so much as, a statement of, absolute value. It's more a statement of what your time is worth. So when you're sitting there and you're looking at a ship like the Hull E, which just came out and it's $550. Even I look at that and I kind of go like, what the hell were they thinking? $550 for a freaking hauler, and I mean 150 odd thousand freight units. That's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I have my own issues with the Hull series, and I think they're kind of a misstep, but whatever. But someone who wants to fly a hauler and looks at that and sees like this giant super tanker and goes, "Oh my God, that's exactly what I want. That's the ship that I want. That's what I want to be. I want to be a freighter captain. I want to be Captain Phillips, dude. So I want that ship." Well, of course, then that ship is going to be worth that to them, and they're going to pay that. So just because it doesn't appear to be worth something to you, I mean, that ship doesn't appear to be worth that much to me, but to someone else, it's like $550 is either just right, or even to some other people who have even more money might look at it and say, "Oh my God, that's a steal." So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover with this video, because I've been wanting to discuss this topic for a while, but I really hadn't had the opportunity to do so. And also, I mean, having just transferred all my stuff over from PS3 to the PC version of GTA Online and playing it, pretty solidly this weekend, I realized that I didn't really have any Star Citizen footage to work with, so I was able to kind of use the GTA footage to talk about Star Citizen, because oddly enough, in a slight way, it did kind of match up. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a little off topic and a little off the beaten path, but I mean, eventually we got there and we were talking about Star Citizen. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it, and yeah, I hope to see you again soon.